Hello, and welcome to Elizabeth's World, minus COVID, episode 7001. So today I am wearing my purple cape, and it has very swooshable qualities for fixing bow hands or yelling about something. Intonation, maybe. Wrists. Anyway, this is my favorite purple cape. Okay, so I have stirred up a lot of questions and conversation with my sequencing and repertoire discussions, which I think is terrific. I'm thinking about having a pedagogical seminar or something on Zoom in the spring. So at the end, I'll put like a interested thing and you can say yes or no. I don't know how it would happen. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm open to ideas. But I would love to be able to explore this with everybody talking about, their own opinions and experiences at once. Okay, so violin tip of the day in the same vein as pedagogy sequencing. I get so many questions about the Brook. I think it's kind of because it's like that. It's like in a really important milestone piece, and it is. And I teach it maybe a tiny bit later than others. I also teach the movements all separately. So I don't teach them in a row. I teach the third movement years later. Actually, you'll see one of my wonderful students, Mia, she is playing the entire Brook. So she would have learned them, at different points in her life. And so now she's performing the whole thing. So the first movement's going to be outstanding. The third movement is on her level. Does that make sense? So it's like all three movements have different things to learn at different stages. And now she's putting them all together. Before I teach Brook, I make sure that the most important piece is really good, which is DeBarrio 9. If DeBarrio 9 is solid and they understand it and they can handle it technically really well, then I think they can handle the Brook first movement. I also do teach the 10 Hav Allegro and make sure that that is really handleable. Like I want them to be able to play that quite polished. I'll do Legend, and sometimes I'll even do the fourth movement of Lalo before Brook 1. Controversy. Okay. I have a few either or questions. Thank you for submitting them. If you have any either or questions or this or that, you can submit them also. I'm just answering people's questions. Paintball or laser tag? Okay, well, I don't know what either of these are. I only know about laser tag from that show with Barney, How I Met Your Mother, and they all went to laser tag. Am I remembering? And you like pew pew with lasers. Okay, paintball sounds like a disaster. It sounds like you're throwing paint around or at people. So I'm definitely not going to be doing either one of these, and my students are not allowed because of finger injuries. Cake or pie? I have one word for you. The pie-caken. Fiction or nonfiction? I assume that this person is asking about books, but I'm just going to take fiction because I tell you, I have so much nonfiction craziness happening all the time, left and right in all areas of my life with all sorts of psychopaths. My schedule alone would send most people into shock therapy at a hospital. So definitely just give me the sweet fiction that's easy to understand. If it's like Downton Abbey or something, I can't understand that. Okay, I don't have the bandwidth, so it's got to be like bite size. Okay. All right. The quote of the day from Marcus Aurelius: "Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears." Heavy, right? I love that quote because it's like you have to give up the past, or you have to give up mistakes, or you have to move on, and then everything else will turn out. Also, fun fact, Ellie is named actually Aurelia after Marcus Aurelius, and also because it means golden.